In this video we will be exploring ProVerp's Procure to Pay workflow. With this workflow you can manage requisitions and purchase orders, create material receivings, vouchers and view vendor payments. This here is the home page. Here you can see various graphs and analytics based on your profile. On the left-hand corner you can view the action item portlet, worklist monitor, favorites and other reports. These tabs will allow you to easily access any works that require your approval or amendments. Let's start by clicking on the Distribution tab here. We begin with the Manage Requisitions sub-module, found here. In this page here you can see all the existing requisitions in your organization. You can create a new requisition by clicking here. In this pop-up you can add the requisition type, category, and other general information. On the right-hand side you can specify the department, operating unit and other details. Below in the requisition line section, you can specify the item, quantity, price and vendor. Now, let's have a look at an existing requisition. This specific requisition is for cutting tools for machining rings. Below you can see the general information about the requisition and the items. If we click on this button here, you will see the specific item in further detail. This button here shows, a graph pops up comparing the purchase versus consumption value of the item. Now let's go back to the requisition page. Here you will notice this button for workflow history. By clicking here, a pop-up detailing the workflow and approvals required for the requisition is shown. Here you can track the status of the requisition. Now let's head back to the Distribution tab and convert this requisition to a purchase order. This is the requisition we looked at previously. Let's convert this into a purchase order. Here we have added some information about the purchase order. Let's click Submit. Now let's go to the Purchase Order submodule to see the newly created purchase order. We can easily search submodules using the search function here. Here you can view all the purchase orders, their status, dates and other basic information. Here let's click on the purchase order we created previously. In this page you can view details of the purchase order, the items and the estimated value of the amount. Now let's go back to the Distribution module. Let's go to the Material Receiving module. In this page you can view all your material receivings. To create a new receivings you can click here. In this pop-up here, if you fill in the required fields such as vendor, purchase order, source and dates, the other information will be automatically filled in based on saved information. For now, let's click on the material receiving we already created for the cutting tools requisition. Here you can view the details of the vendor address, DC number, invoices, items, their quantity and total value. Now if we scroll down we can see more details about the inspection information. The other tabs shown are the vouchers, payments and accounting items linked to this specific material receiving. Here we can see the workflow history of the material receiving and track the status of the approval process. Now the material receiving is completed. The next step is to create a voucher. Here you can view all the vouchers in your organization. You can search for specific vouchers with these search bars here. If we click this button, a pop-up will appear where you can add some details to create a voucher. By choosing the specific vendor, invoice number and payment term you can create a voucher line where you can specify the item and quantity and price. Majority of these fields will be filled in based on already saved information. Now let's open the voucher created for the cutting tools requisition. Here you can view all the information about the vendor, the item quantity, price and other general details. The payments and accounting information is also automatically linked to this voucher. Let's click on this tab here. Now, let's navigate to the vendor payment module. Finally, here you can view the vendor payment of Tool Engineering Group for providing us cutting tools for machine rings. All of this is only a fraction of ProVerp's capabilities. With this workflow you can streamline your procurement process while improving transparency of transactions and approvals. With this tool you are guaranteed greater visibility with minimal effort. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.